Hello traders, it's October 5, 2022 and I'm here to do a market recap. So for today, it's day 4 of COVID. So I traded a couple of stocks today and I wanted to make sure that I only take a couple of shares. Again, small position just because I'm not feeling too good. But anyway, let's look at what the SPY had been doing. So the SPY opened at what we call an inside bar, and an inside bar simply means that the current candlestick opened and had been playing inside the previous candlestick. So what had happened was SPY opened right here. Let me just change this. Opened right here and had been on that range for the most part of the day and was able to just broke off that previous high 377.15 like around 15 minutes before the market closed. So was able to move a bit higher until it just got rejected with that 20 exponential moving average. So with that in mind, that the SPY opened on the inside of this candlestick, it is pretty much a range bound kind of trade. So unless there is a stock that has this very strong catalyst or like a downgrade as well, going to the downside, then we expect that the other stocks will be basically trade like a SPY as well, or gonna be moving like a SPY. So first off, what I saw in AMD was the daily chart for AMD was able to push up but did not get to break yesterday or even touch yesterday's high. So it was just going back and forth this price. The highest one was 68.65 and the low of this candlestick was 66.59, and at one point was able to touch 64.58. So this is a red trade for me. What happened was I was expecting a reversal earlier, and if you can see here in my 5-minute chart, I was expecting a reversal, couple of stubs here, and I keep getting stop out. So for the reversal, it's actually clear if we turn off the pre-market data. So was expecting a reversal here. I thought it's gonna break through VWAP and it did not. So it got stop out there, entered again, and again got stop out again, entered again, stop out. So with that, I had a loss of 112. And then Ford is another one. It's been on that range, just going back and forth here. So 12.49 and 12.14, so less than 50 cents move, but very small position as well. I thought it's gonna be bouncing back because of this bullish candlestick here, but did not realize that we are heading on the downtrend and very small volume here, which is pretty much just profit takers for those who got short here and then closing their position or covering their position here. So I entered here with expectation that it's gonna bounce, and got some of my position got stop out here. I have a very since this is a very low price stock as well as less than 50 cents, so wide stop loss. So it had been on that range bound and then I got stop out all the way here. So with that move, I only got $50. And then for JetBlue, this one as well is a very low price stock, and it had been on that range only, 704 and 6.91. So very scalp trade here. I only got $16 there just because it's a very narrow range, and that's the disadvantage about having an ATR of less than 50. Very narrow range. So unless you're planning to do a scalp trade, this is gonna be a difficult stock to trade. JD, on the other hand, was a gap first in my gap up list in my scanner. It had gap up more than 3% at the pre-market, so it opened. This one, it could have been a good opening range breakout, but I was trading a different stock, so I waited for this one to move and just show signs of reversal. So right here, I entered long with the expectation that it's gonna move higher because of this candlestick right here. So long here, got some of my positions stop out 50%, and my other 50% got the move. So with that, I only got $10 there. Now SHFS, this is the trade for the day. What I saw in the scanner is this one is a low float stock. It's only is 8.8 million shares, so part of the low float pile. In the scanner, it had went to the gap up scanner, showing that it has tons of volume as well as gapping up, as well as have that hold. So it halted when it went from 10.3 all the way to 11.38 to 12.59. So what I saw here was when I got the alert from the scanner that it got halted, I was keeping an eye on this, and since I was late in the party, I was just waiting for a pullback, which for here, what I saw is a 9 EMA trade. So I went long here for the move of going higher. Part of that 9 EMA trade, it's above the VWAP, above 20 exponential moving average, and the rest of my moving average here, even my pivot points. So very bullish on here, but with regards to this, a very low price stock, so I have a wide stop loss. So stop loss is right here. I got lucky that I did not get stop out right here, but if you can look into this, look at how this one was right there at it's at the dot. So that's the good thing about having your stop loss below a technical level. So since my stop loss is below the technical level, I did not get stop out, so it got that pullback before it gave me the move. Now what I saw here is a big sign of reversal, just because we do have that wick right here. So I went all out at that sign of reversal, and that reversal right here is gonna be clear as well in the 2 minutes chart. So what happened here was entry right here, where the confirmation in the 5 minutes chart or in the higher time frame, this one is setting up as a very bullish pattern, a bit of a pullback, respecting the 9 EMA, so expecting a move up. But since my stop loss is below this technical level, I did not get stop out, but I got the move. So I did not get a stop out here, but when I saw this wick right here, and I saw that, yeah, there's a lot of volume here, so all the buyers must have been exhausted already. So I just went all out here, and sure enough, after I went all out there, it just continues to go lower. But with that, I was able to get 3,000 for that, and the biggest loser is EXPEV. So what happened with EXPEV is I keep insisting that this is a long or this is gonna reverse. The reason for my bias is this had been its low price for the longest time. So I can even go back here and that has been the lowest price for this stock. So given that that is the lowest price for this stock, I was expecting a bounce, and then that's the bad thing about anticipation rather than sticking with your thesis, because this has always been my bread and butter. If it's gap down at the open more than 3% with a good volume, not a low float stock, then my setup could have been to ride this one short at the loss of the VWAP, and look at how it had respected that. But since my psychology got messed up with the daily chart, because I was thinking this is the lowest, so people or investors might be looking for, a grab of share of the stock. So I keep anticipating that it is gonna rip higher or it's gonna reverse. So what I did, I keep insisting that it's gonna be a reversal. So entered here long, stop out, long, stop out, and then stop out again, and then this is my last stop out right here. So with that, a lot of trial and error, unnecessary trade, I was able to have a loss of that 1800. So that's the thing about not sticking to your technical level, but just grateful that I was able to nail this stock and was able to still come out green, although I was not really that proud about the trading day for today. So yeah, the stock market is already closed. It's 4:52 and it's a hump day, so I hope you had a green trading day. Hopefully tomorrow my voice will be back, but I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.